right, gentlemen, let us get into the football now. We are done with the parts that disappointed us. Let's get into the football. And let us talk about the Liverpool versus Everton results. And yeah, let's welcome second number one fan of Manchester United, Pretty. Pretty, I'm going to ask this question for the whole season until there's improvement. Do Liverpool miss money?
At the moment, I think they do. They really do. Like, Liverpool, it's a club which normally there are players which can carry the team with the supporters, with him supporting. You understand? But then for Liverpool this season, it hasn't been that Liverpool which we know, the fighting team. How can they throw at home? It was difficult for teams actually to even come out with a point. If you are playing them at home, whenever you throw, it's a win to you. Understand now? But now it's making it seem so easy for other teams. So I think they do miss money. They do miss money. They need money. They need someone who can step up and be someone like Money. Understand? Yeah. Hopefully Diaz will step up, but I doubt.
Zanga, your thoughts? Do Liverpool miss money?
I think they definitely do, and I'm glad they are missing him.
Ew. That's a nice one.
All right, yeah, no, the hatred is out here.
Yeah.
BK,
It's real.
these guys played every possible game last season. There's also the rumored case of Jurgen Klopp that after every 7th season he suffers in a team. What's going on? Well, what's going on with Jurgen Klopp squad? Talk to me.
I don't know. Maybe before Wijnaldum left, he left hyena under the stadium. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's the fatigue. Maybe they're missing money. But I do think on a certain level, Jurgen Klopp is rebuilding the squad. I mean, Nunes is new. Diaz is relatively new. Just Salah there. The midfield is a bit new because Thiago is not playing. At the back, I see Joe Gomez not playing a lot of games. It's just Van Dijk, who hasn't had a good season himself. So it can be a number of things. The fatigue, because they don't press. I've seen some games where they press as they used to press last year. But some games you think, where's the Liverpool press? Where is that press that we saw last year? So maybe that's why I'm saying maybe it's the fatigue in those games. But I hope they snap out of it quickly for the sake of the Premier League. Listen, I'm the last person to root for Liverpool.
Yeah.
I'm a United fan, but for the sake of the Premier League and someone mounting a challenge against Pep, I hope they snap out of it.
Wonga, talk to me. What's happening to your past 6 or 7 rivals? What's going on with Liverpool? Okay, there was a season when United were your rivals, but yeah.
I think it says BK. I think it says BK says Klopp, because when you look at, for me, I always say that football is won and lost in midfield, and Liverpool's midfield.
Who say that? You are all defense, my man. You are all defense. Where is this midfield business coming from?
The reason I'm saying that is because
fine.
you have remember we're saying that United are suffering because they don't have a defensive midfield player.
Yeah.
That's a midfielder.
Okay.
So they defend there. Because once your back four is exposed, then you are in trouble. So that's where you win football. Going forward, it's your midfield. Defensively, it's your midfield. So with Liverpool, we saw how they suffered against United. They've been suffering, man. Their midfield players are not experienced. The ones that are playing now, they don't have that much experience in terms of controlling the game and defensively. It's only Fabinho who's their guy in terms of defense. And going forward as well, they don't have that much creativity as they've had with Thiago, you know. So and of course Mane was a different breed, gents. Gents and lady. He was a different breed. He could just do things that from nowhere, just create chances. Because he was not only scoring goals, but he was also creating chances for especially Salah. So his absence there is really felt for me. And
All right.
Yeah, that's it.
Ben,
Can I ask if maybe are they not a victim of their own success? Because we're accustomed to a Liverpool team playing a certain way, pressing, winning points, the fear they put in other teams at home, winning streaks. And now there's a bit of inconsistency. I mean, this is a team that beat Bournemouth 9-0 not so long ago. So the creativity is there. But now
it's
they're not
Bournemouth.
It's Bournemouth.
No, but it's a team in the Premier League, guys, and nine. You don't come across a team that beats another team 9 every day. Yeah. So it shows that there's a hunger, especially in terms of the front three. Firmino, Salah, Nunes, Diaz to score. But is it a case of a victim of their own success being inconsistent as well?
That's top. Yeah, that's another thing. When you're at the top, once you drop a bit, it's unfair, but people will notice. And that's happening. That's what's happening with Liverpool as well. Because you just need to keep up the consistency, and it's not so easy in this day and age. Only Man City can do it.
Just to talk to what BK said, or ask, let me put that way. Hey man, I've watched a few games of Liverpool, and for me, it's the press. Honestly, that was their main thing. That was Liverpool's main thing. And if you take away that component from them, then they're just Manchester United.
Counter-attacking team.
Yeah.
Counter-attacking team.
Yeah. They're just a counter-attacking team. But when they were pressing the ball last season, I know every time I used to watch Liverpool, I'll be like, how? Where is this energy coming from? Listen, I'm not doubting you, Nunes' abilities or anything, but if you compare him to Bobby and what's his Jota, if you compare him to those two players, I don't see his press. I don't see his presence in the press. But when you take the likes of Bobby, they're there. Like sometimes you'd say that Bobby is a midfielder or something, or Jota is a midfielder or anything. And of course, again, it goes back. I've said this when the transfer even went through. Mane is pressing, and Mane's goal creation, even apart from the assist, but just that threat. And I know Diaz is also a threat, but if you are a threat in the press only, and not the goals and the assists, then it'll be hard for you to replace a Sadio Mane, honestly, because Mane was a threat by the movement in the box. He was a threat by drawing other players. The fact that as wing backs and as defenders that, hey man, there's these two guys, and who are we gonna stop? Do you understand? Because I mean, when was it last season when Bobby didn't even score so many goals, but those two were just there. So yeah, for me, that's how they are suffering. But yeah, just to continue to teams who are consistent, like Wonga said, Manchester City hosted Aston Villa, and we had a 1-1 draw. Wonga, are we worried about Manchester City?
I don't wanna. I think for my team, my only problem, my only worry is our defense. Our defense is not so strong. It's not so solid. And for me, our CDM is, there's a ball he lost.
Wow.
There's a ball he lost, but luckily they did not score from that goal, from that loss of possession. So that's where the problem is exactly. About Stones also has not been up to par. So but I think that's my worry. That's my worry. Our defense is not so good, because going forward we are creating our chances, and our number 9 there is doing the business, is delivering. So if everyone was good as him, we'd would be better. But as I said, my only concern is our defensive structure. It's not so good.
Are you worried about your City rivals?
For me, no. I'm not worried at all. City are dangerous. City are dangerous, but I feel like it won't be easy for them whenever they get into the season and then now they have injuries. You understand? I feel like that defense of City, it doesn't give me that power. You understand? More especially on the left hand side. You understand? Like, it doesn't give me that oomph. It's not solid enough for me. It's not solid enough, because the City, which I know they won't consider so many goals, they are conceding now this season. Against your Newcastle, they considered 3 goals, but then hopefully he's gonna fix that. Pep, he's gonna fix that. He's not gonna pep the team. If he does pep the team, he's fucked up. He's screwed. He needs defenders.
Yeah.
He needs defenders. Yeah.
Zbanga, your team Chelsea, as we've discussed before, missing a striker. You signed Aubameyang, but talk to me about Erling Haaland at the moment. How much of a good season is this man having?
I think so far he's having a job, but I think he at the end of the day, Haaland does not play alone. He plays with the rest of them, but they must not be comfortable, because hey, if you look properly, Jay, with a sharp eye for football, Man United is coming for you guys.
Okay.
Arsenal is coming for you guys. So you're not safe just because there's Haaland, and now you're thinking, no, you're not. No one is safe at this point. So yeah, Haaland is straight balling for now, but we'll see. We'll see if he keeps the umdlandla, and if Pep does make changes, because you guys never had a good defense. But we'll see what it does. But I don't have faith in City this season, Shem. I don't want to lie. I think Arsenal might take this one.
Okay.
No.
Hey, whoa, what? Relax. I asked her the question.
I'll give it to Leicester.
You guys are taking things lightly. You know, the beauty of football is that anything can happen. Anything can happen. So just because there's a goal scoring machine there, look now, you drew with, what's this thing
Aston Villa.
that you drew with? You imagine.
They said if everyone was as good as him,
Yeah, okay. All right, all right. BK, talk to me about Haaland.
Haaland, good signing, 25 goals plus if you include the Champions League, contender for Golden Boot.
Got
Yeah,
10
man,
now.
with Kevin De Bruyne, with Bernardo Silva playing behind him, I see goals, goals, goals. It's actually quite scary for me, this City team, because I see a lot of goals. It, I don't want to say it might take him a while to get used to the way they play, but I was a bit shocked that they couldn't break through the lines in terms of Aston Villa's defense. I felt like they should have won the game.
Missed a lot of
Coutinho's
chances.
goal was disallowed, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. But Haaland is a good signing. Make no mistake about that.
Oh, wait, oh, wait. Now, BK, talk to me about Antonio Conte's Spurs. Is this team title contenders? They were one of the few teams to upset number 1 and number 2 last season. From your perspective, looking at them now, do you think when we are towards May next season, we will be talking about Spurs fighting for the title?
Jesus. I don't think so. I don't. I respect Conte. He's one of those coaches that will just beat you 1-0 and defend. But I'm worried about the depth of his team, the quality of his players, and the games that are coming up. I mean, it's sometimes 2 games a week. Champions League, you have Premier League. They're coming in thick and fast, and coaches have to rotate their players. And I think for me, it's going to be that's why City for me will do very well in the next coming months, because I feel like they have the depth which other teams don't have. If you take out Anthony at United, what do you have? Ilanga? Hell no. So
Ronaldo.
Chelsea, the same. The depth in the squad. I'm worried about a lot of teams, and a lot of teams are gonna need depth with these round of fixtures coming up very quickly before the World Cup. So no, I think Spurs top 4 contenders, not title contenders.
Wonga, Spurs title contenders?
I'm afraid, but I must agree with BK. I think one of the games that I've watched for Spurs, they don't want a team like I think they struggle with playing a team that does not go at them. So they want a team that will be attacking them and then they catch them on the break. So, but it's only a few teams that are going to do that against Spurs. And then the rest of the teams
City this weekend, because they're playing City this weekend. So we'll see.
So you see,
a team that goes at them.
Against a team like City, City's going to have the ball and they're going to be camping in their half. And then it's going to be difficult for City to counter, to defend the fast attackers of Tottenham, you see. But against teams like Aston Villa, teams that are going to just be sitting, say, come at us also, then it's going to be difficult. As BK said, they don't have much creativity going forward. It's mostly counter-attacking football that they can require on and their star man Harry Kane. So I don't think title contenders, but top 4 definitely.
All right. Pretty, talk to me about Mitrovic. What's going on with this man? Why is he so pissed?
I don't know, Anika. He's so angry. He's so angry. He's scoring each and every weekend. He's scoring for fun, actually. But then he is capable of scoring after looking at that season. Was it 2020-2021 season where he scored 43 goals? Was it? Yeah. So for me, he creates chances out of nowhere. He's a real striker, Anika. More like that goal which he scored with against Tottenham. No one thought that was gonna turn out to be a goal. The ball's coming to him, he's on the flank, he's not at the center. Then that's it, Kela in. He's something else. He's something else. I didn't know him that much, And then I started to follow him after a couple of games. I think after 3 games, I was like, okay, I have to know this guy. You understand? So hopefully it's gonna be one of those people who are gonna contend for the golden boot. For me, he is so far. After 6 games, he is for me. Because Haaland is gonna get injured for 6 months there. Then
Wow. Wow. We know
and
that's
then
gonna
he's
happen.
gonna step on.
We know that's gonna happen to Martinez there for good reasons for the league.
I will see.
Zanga, Chelsea signed £100 million striker last season, and he failed. He failed completely. Do you think the signing of Aubameyang is a good one? Will it work out for Chelsea?
I'm not confident in him. That's what I can say. I'm not confident in him. Like I've seen him. I've seen him with Arsenal, and he was okay. He was not the best of the best. He was good, Jay. Then I've seen him with Barca, and he was just he was fine, man. I'm not comfortable with him, but at least we have a number 9.
DK, talk to me about Aubameyang.
I think the fact he said it himself, he still has unfinished business in the Premier League. So I will hope that will translate to goals. I'll hope he'll come with a positive attitude and a goal scoring mentality. The only thing I'm worried about is the supply for him, which is what Lukaku was struggling with a bit. I think it takes a special kind of player to play as a striker in this Chelsea team, the way they set up. So I'll be interested to see that, whether he drops back like Benz usually does, like Roberto Firmino. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm worried about the supply, but he's a good signing because he still has a lot to prove.
All right.
Like
He made
no
a
confidence.
he made a mistake by taking that kid number 9.
I'm telling you, if there's anyone multi that works, it's DJ Dropper's one. I'm making a statement. It's
And they're
Dropper's.
facing Fulham this weekend.
Yeah, I'm not comfortable with him as a number 9, but okay. Number 9, those are big shoes to fill, and him, but we'll see.
Go and buy Morata again.
Yeah. Money laundering. We know. But anyways, Wonga, will this Chelsea team make the top 4 this season?
I find it difficult. I find it very difficult for them to get into the top 4 this season. But I don't. I find it very difficult because okay, now they've just signed with Aubameyang. But I still, man, I feel like this season it's gonna be tough for them because there's now Arsenal who've made a statement already. It's Arsenal, and then there's United. I don't know, United. They wanna talk a lot this season, and then there's Tottenham, of course. So Chelsea, I think number 5 tops.
Okay.
Always.
Chelsea top 4.
Yes, eh?
Will Chelsea make the top 4 this season?
They won't. You know, this is gonna be a season whereby that season which they finished, which Leicester won the league. They finished number 7 or 8 on the league. So I'm seeing them down there. Already they're at 6 now. Yeah, they can stay there with their Liverpool there.
But that's United's position.
Eh?
That's United's position, number 6.
Keep thinking that this season.